can't do this all on my own. No, I know I'm no Superman. I'm no Superman.
Carla, can I ask you a personal question? Do you spray the perfume on, or do you just fill your bathtub up with it at home and splash around in it? Why has this Gomer got to try and die every day during my lunch?
It's a little insensitive.
Mistake.
Ben's 92 years old. He has full dementia. He doesn't even know we're here. He is inches from Carlo's rack, and he hasn't even flinched.
Oh, that is so sweet.
Yeah, it is.
What about his subconscious?
Eisenhower was a sissy. I think by the grace of God, we're going to be okay. Oh, and from now on, whenever I'm in the room, you're definitely not allowed to talk. Actually just page me to find out how much Tylenol to give to Mrs. Lenzner?
I was worried that it could exacerbate the patient's...
It's regular strength Tylenol. Here's what you do. Get her to open her mouth, take a handful, and throw it at her. Whatever sticks, that's the correct dosage. But here's the thing. I'd like you to take this cup, put it on the ground, close your eyes, and just go nuts. What do you say? Boy, go get him, champ. And his TV is broken, so when you two do start tagging each other, least you can do is wake him up and let him watch. Look, if you have a medical question for me, I'm forced by hospital policy to answer you. However, if you ask me about a personal problem, I'm going to start doing this. Ow! I'm hoping for your sake there's another Dr. Cox sitting right behind me. The value, and this is important, of leaving me alone. Take your blah blah to the blah blahologist, because if you are so stupid as to confront the chief of medicine over some quasi-offensive endearment, then you've just got to go ahead and replace the captain of your brain ship because he's drunk at the wheel. Listen, Cookie, you've been here over a month. This is medicine 101. I don't want every little thing run by me. I don't want to give you my 2 cents worth, but if you ever do want to know my opinion, rest assured it will always be that you're an incredible pain, and that every time I see your Cupid doll face, it just makes me want to pick you up and shake you until all the hours of my life that you've wasted fall out. Should I talk slower or go get a nurse who speaks fluent moron? I don't know if they taught you this in the land of fairies and puppy dog tales, where you obviously, if not grew up, then at least spent most of your summers. But you're in the real world now. Okay?
Thought you hated Kelso.
Oh, I do. And watching his face as I kick his worthless butt up and down this golf course every week is basically, well, it's the most fun I can have without being forced to cuddle afterwards.
Dr. Cox.
Okay, Linus, you're way too excited. I want you to get your blankie, go in a corner, and take a time out.
Your ex-wife. She's the answer.
Things that ruined my life, things that took half my money, things with sharp edges.
This is good. Newbie on newbie. Too bad it can't be a fight to the death.
After 25 minutes, the only way I could know what you mean more is if you wrote, "My boyfriend doesn't open up to me," on a big wooden mallet and repeatedly smashed me over the head with it. Listen, Supergirl, I'm going to break you down into so many little pieces that my grandmother, who can do a 1,000-piece puzzle of clear blue sky in less than an hour, will never be able to finish putting you back together again, even if she does go back in time to when her vision was perfect.
Dr. Cox? Have you been here the whole time?
No. I just came in through the couch door. Move.
Now, if you have any questions, well, I could give a crap. I'm going home. You all get paid way too much for doing nothing anyway.
Oh, good, newbie. You found a specialty. Okay. Think of what little patience I have as, oh, I don't know, your virginity. You always thought it would be there until that night junior year when you were feeling a little down about yourself, and your pal Kevin, who just wanted to be friends, well, he dropped by and he brought a copy of About Last Night and a 4-pack of Bartles and James, and Dow. It was gone forever, just like my patience is now. Could you possibly excuse me for just 1 second? Oh, dear God, you're still here. Quick tip there, sports star. When you're defensive about your feminine side, it just makes you seem more girly. I'm assuming, since you already went ahead and took everything else, that you're here for my self-respect, but there's bad news on that one, sweet cheeks. I already gave it to your mom when she
begged me to marry you. Oh, gosh, Marjorie, aren't you sassy today? Did Santa finally bring you that Y chromosome you always wanted?
Newbie, don't answer that question. It's a trick. That's a trick.
All right, bring it in here, you knuckleheads. Come on, take a knee if you need to, you confoundeds. I have been on since midnight, so I stand here with my usual level of contempt for all of you, but with the added wrinkle of having 13 cups of Nurse Roberts' piss-poor excuse for coffee passing pretty much straight through me. The not-so-hidden message being, of course, that if you screw up today, I'm going to hit you hard, I'm going to hit you fast. $10 says I can make that kid wet himself before the day is over.
That's the noise I make when somebody lies to me.
Okay, I was 8, but I can do this. I'll get us this perfect.
Don't say it.
Perfect game.
Don't say. What part of don't say it did you not understand? Was it the don't, or was it the say it? Help me to help you, Barbie. Help me to help you. Help me to help you. Help me to help you.
So in order to make this a more palatable experience for moi, I am not going to call you by your names. Instead, I'll be referring to you by whatever distinguishing physical characteristic occurs to me first. Okay, you, Chicken Beak.
Daddy, I've been bad. Daddy, I've been a bad boy. Oh, Daddy. Oh, Daddy. Daddy, I've been bad. Oh, come on, if you're not going to play, there's no fun.
Dr. Cox, I was wondering.
I'd say you're about a B cup.
Dear, incompetent, dumbass.
The truth is, Dr. Cox isn't really angry. He's just amusing himself. Okay, maybe he's a little angry. We didn't need those. So, all done?
Listen up, little piggy. You open up this door in the next 3 seconds, or I will start huffing and puffing.
But Dr. Cox, Okay.
Newbie, the only way you could be less productive right now is if you were, in fact, the wall in which you're leaning against. Of course, then you'd be providing some jackass with a wall in which to lean against and reflect on what a jackass he truly is. I know. Here it's a conundrum, but don't you worry about it. I'll tackle that one right upstairs. In the meantime, you could at least pretend to be doing some work, and right about now, even though you don't have your basket, oh, it's just a terrific time for you to skip away, Shirley. Skip away. Skip away. Good. Skip away. Skip, tamaloo, woohoo! Well, you definitely need something. Maybe a backbone, or perhaps some testicles. At the very least, a pillow that you could carry around the hospital and just cry your sad eyes out into.
Oh, for the love of Our Lady of Guadalupe, that is a fine brew.
Oh, it's just coffee.
Oh, no. This is liquid crack. This is a mug full of sunshine. My dear, for me, this is like sex.
Oh, my God, Barbie needs you.
Look it, you fired a dear, dear friend of mine. That woman was like family. Who? I'll tell you who. Coffee nurse.
Newbie, by God, if we lose to these cutters, don't even bother showing up tomorrow.
Shut up, and definitely shut up.
But I didn't even say anything.
I know, but I enjoy saying it to you.
The old guy's so tough on me, right? I love him.
Right. They hate you, Bob. They hate you from the bottom of your hooves to the top of your pitchfork. They hate you, dear God, they hate you good.
Look, Dr. Cox, I've been doing a lot of thinking, and I honestly think that the only reason you're not down at that hospital right now is that you're afraid.
I think you're right. I do. It's partly because you've really gotten to know me this year, but mostly it's because, well, I told you that I was afraid earlier today, so please don't tell me that you've come here to reiterate things to me that I have already said, because I know the things that I've already said. In fact, I'm the one who said them.
Hey, how come you haven't mentioned it's my last day as an intern?
Haven't I?
Nuh-uh.
Come. Okay. Oh. Despite the fact that when you wake up tomorrow morning, you will be a resident, you'll still be the same excitable little girl that you are right now. The only difference will be that some sorry new intern will probably mistake you for somebody who actually knows something. Bob, when I heard you were up on the roof, I just naturally assumed it was because your evil mission here on planet Earth had finally come to an end. So tell me this, where exactly is the mothership? Right, but what if we were to look at this from a purely
fiscal perspective.
Did he just say fiscal?